welcome to another episode of the Blue Mountain Makes podcast. I'm Mary Lynn, and I'm coming to you, as always, from the Blue Mountain region of Virginia. Today is Saturday, July 23rd, and I am recording this in between events, so if I seem like I have no brain, it's because I don't. This weekend is my husband's birthday weekend, so Friday, it's just been like book of things to do. So I've got about 30 minutes between the time that he just left and the time my girlfriend's coming to pick me up for shopping day, right on his birthday weekend. He's at another drag race thing, and it's about 100 degrees here, not including the heat index, and he can sit and sweat. I love him dearly, but he's going to do his drone thing with his car friends, and sorry if you can hear my dog walking around. But anyways, so my girlfriend and I are going to have like a nice afternoon shopping around in our local downtown. I'm going to the yarn shop. I'm going to get some more fabric to sew some more project bags because you always need more project bags. But yeah, so kind of squeezing this in. And then tomorrow is his actual birthday. So that will be me and Sam time. So let's hop into it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I have 2 finished objects and 2 works in progress. One I wouldn't necessarily call a real work in progress considering I started it this morning, but we'll get to that. I am wearing one of my finished objects. Yay! It's the Tegna by Caitlin Hunter. I'll show you the lace bit on the bottom. I'm going to put in some B-roll. That's my stomach. It's a crop top. It's a little bit flared. Some things about this top. So it's worked bottom up. You start with the lace edging, which is really pretty. It has this kind of like scalloped edge that comes out of it. And then you just knit straight in the round until you split for the sleeves and then pick up for the neckband. It's very straightforward. Definitely something that somebody that's not used to like lace work could do easily. So good beginner lace work project. The beginning was challenging enough to keep your interest with the lace, and then kind of by the time you were done with the lace, you're like, okay, I'm just ready to just knit it straight. So I really like this. I made it out of Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino, first time using this yarn, and I really like it. I think it blocked out so well. And I don't actually have sleeves on this top. So one of the things, if you watched my last episode, I had mentioned that some people had said that the sleeves that are called for in the pattern, so you start and then you decrease in the sleeve, and it's only supposed to come to like, not quite your elbow, but they're very fitted, and this is such like a loose garment, it just didn't make sense to me. And I had seen somebody on Ravelry had kind of their picture on their project page, and this totally looks like a cap sleeve. Like, this is just the shoulders. So you bind off, you work the front bit. Once you split for the arms, you work the front and back separate flap. So I just, this is just the raw edge. I didn't do anything to it. It rolls a little bit, but I actually kind of like that. And one of these, I think it's this one. I don't know what I did. I counted wrong for sure. On the back I had, so you Kitchener, no, you don't Kitchener, you 3 needle bind off the top. So there is a bit of a seam, and you do the shaping. So you do your shaping for your shoulders, and then you're supposed to 3 needle bind off straight away, but I didn't have enough depth. Like, even this is still pretty, sorry for the underarm flash, but it's still pretty tight. But yeah, it was bad. It was like just cinched, which I can't imagine knitting it to the pattern and then having those tight sleeves on top of that. No. So I was lazy. Oops. So I did my shoulder shaping on both sides, and then I just kept knitting. I just added like an extra, inch and a half to give me a little bit more depth in the underarm. So yeah, that's technically, generally, you would see these decreases, increases. I honestly don't remember. I didn't finish it that long ago. You would think I could remember. But anyways, these changes would be very close to that seam, so it wouldn't be very noticeable, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's fine. But yeah, this was a fun knit. I'm glad I left the sleeves off. It is cropped. I added an extra 2 inches, I think, to the body, and it's still cropped. Like, I'm wearing it right now with jean shorts, and you can still see skin through the lace, which I don't mind. I'm not a huge, like, I don't really show my midriff, but I don't feel like that's not that bad. Ooh, my pocket's sticking out. Yeah, it's not bad. And it does flare a bit. You can probably see that better in the full body shots. I really like it. I really like it. It's very comfortable. The yarn's nice. I haven't worn it out of the house yet, but I have worn it a lot in the house. I finished it Thursday. Yeah. And I could have worn it to work on Friday, but it's been so horrifically hot. I really don't want to sweat in it that much, you know? It's like when I go out with my girlfriend and changing my clothes because it's too hot. It's tank dress all the way today. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. This is my first Caitlin Hunter pattern, Boyle and Knitworks. I made the size 3. I feel like it fits really well. It's got just the right amount of positive ease. I'm very pleased with it. So I don't know if I'd make another one. I don't really need another one, but I would certainly make it for somebody else. It was very enjoyable. So 10 out of 10. First Caitlin Hunter pattern, which is great because I have bought, I think she had a sale. I just like binge bought a lot of her patterns. So you guys will be seeing those in the future. So that's my first finished object. My second finished object I'm so pleased with. Da 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 da. Hooray! Oh, it's so pretty. This is the Lunae shawl by Natasja Hornby. Hornby, not Hornsby. I do that every time. Moonstruck Knits on Ravelry. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I'm very pleased with this. It's very long. Again, I'll put in the full body stuff, but a couple things about this pattern. It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't know why I struggled, but the way that it's done, it's top down. And technically this bit is separate from this bit. So from here to here is knit sideways. So you start at this little teeny corner and you work all the way up to the middle, and then you decrease all the way down to the other teeny corner. And then you pick up, which that was a nightmare. Gosh, it was like 400 plus stitches to pick up on that edge. First time I had the wrong number, tried to fudge it, looked at it, was like, I've put so much work into this, don't try to fudge it, just fix it. So I ripped it all back out. It was worth it. Look at that. Look at it. I love it. Oh, and there's my, anybody that's interested in floats. There's not much, in the way of floats on this. It's mosaics, so you're only ever working with one strand of color at a time, which I appreciate. I love it. I made this out of palette, which I buy from We Crochet, which is now crochet.com. Don't know why they changed, but whatever. They had a sale, so I think all told I paid $12 for the materials for this. Can you beat it? It's 100% wool. It blocks out beautifully. I've just been wearing it like, it's so hot. So I'm just like walking around my house with it. I just love this order. Like, how gorgeous. And again, mosaic knitting's not hard, but I just look at this and I'm really proud of myself, So I've been leaving it up in my living room, like on a chair, so I can just look at it because it's beautiful. I can't wait to wear this fall. I think this color looks pretty good with my uber white skin tone. Very excited. The things, I've already bought yarn to make another one. It's coming in 2 days. My friend wants me to make one for his sister for Christmas, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump on that. My next one, I'll probably show you guys. It's gonna be mustard yellow here. Instead of the black, I'm doing like a dark navy, and then just the same white. And I ordered, I think I had two balls of each of the contrast colors and 3 balls of this. I didn't even break into the 3rd ball. I have a lot left over, like a lot. So there may be more in my future. I have a couple other Natasja Hornby patterns that I'm gonna work up in the future, so I'll probably just use that yarn for those patterns. And you can never have too much fingering weight wool laying around, right? The other thing about this that I talked about a little bit on the previous episode, I somehow messed up my stitch count. My increases were off in the top by 10 stitches. So if you look at Natasja Hornby's pictures on the pattern, the shawl is huge. Like, this is not large. This is not Stephen West sized anything. It's more for me. Like, I wore it at work the other day because it's, chilly in the air conditioning. So I kind of had it like, draped on my shoulders, but it's not long at all. And it kind of wants to slip off because it's, I don't know. So this is going to be more of a neck wrap, I guess, in the fall, but part of that is definitely my 10 stitches being off. I just don't know how I did that. So of course, when I got to the widest part and realized I was off by 10, I had to, decrease to match the other side, and they don't technically match. When I folded them in half, they still didn't match. But luckily with the, the finished project and the border pulling it down, you can't really tell. So thank goodness. And this also, the pattern calls for tassels. I think it's like 40 plus tassels you're supposed to put on it. I'm not going to do it because I'm planning to wear it as a wrap around my neck, and I don't want the fluff in my face. Not about the fluff. I don't know if I'll do it on the gift knit. I probably will. I'll at least try it and see how it looks. But the other thing I'm going to change this part is a star stitch, and I kind of think that's where I went off, because you have to knit, it's like knit 3, put 1 over, knit 3, put 1 over. And I imagine I did a lot of this while I was like watching TV, because it's not hard. It's really not hard. But clearly I didn't pay attention at some point, and that threw me off for the whole shawl. So I saw somebody on Ravelry on a project page that said that they did not enjoy doing this stitch, and so they swapped it with seed stitch, so it's still that texture. And I'm going to try that. And I think it'll be a lot faster, for one, because I'm a continental knitter, and knit, purl, I can do very quickly, versus this, which was knit, pause, pull it, drop it, knit. It's just not very smooth, I guess. And it's not that this took me a long time, but I think especially for a gift knit, like, I just want to crack it out. So yeah, that is finished object number 2. 10 out of 10. Would knit again, will knit again, obviously, next week. I just love it. I love it. I'm proud of it. I think it's beautiful. My husband said, oh, that's a lot of contrast. I was like, yes, that's the point, to look at it. It's gorgeous. So yes, that's that. I will be making more. My mom said, why do you make so many shawls? You can't wear them all. I was like, because, like, look at them. I don't know. I just keep thinking about Amy Palco's shawl wall. She did 2 episodes, and she's got 2 whole, like, sections of her closet that are just shawls. So you know what? She can do it. I can do it. I just love them. Yeah, so that's that. I love it. Love it. That's it for finished objects. I feel like I've knitted a lot, but I don't have a lot finished. I mean, I have a garment and a shawl, but I don't know. Anyway, so first work in progress is, I had barely any of this done last episode. Oof. And I'm on 75% done now. It's the Cinnabar Shawl by Andrea Mowry. I have it on barber cords, so hopefully, I've not had a whole lot of luck with these. I have dropped stitches. I've dropped more stitches with these flippin' barber cords. I think it's because I trust them too much. Maybe I ought not. Everybody's like, oh, just stick a barber cord on, just rip your stitches down. I've done that and lost a bunch of stitches. I lost a bunch on this. Anyways, long story short, don't trust them that well, or I'm doing something wrong. Hard to tell. But here is my progress. I don't know how to show this. It's a weird shape. So it's technically, I'm holding it upside down. It's worked top down. Ta-da. Yeah. I like this quite a bit. It's worked top down. You start with a garter cast on, garter tab here. And then the way that the increases are done with the 2-color brioche on this side, and this is just knit garter stitch, it makes this really like a right angle triangle, whatever they're called. But yes, I am very much enjoying this. I am using Wool of the Andes worsted for this color. And then my contrast color is Chroma Fingering. So she actually recommends the pattern that you use 2 different weights of yarn, because if you notice this, because it's so much thinner against this thicker backdrop, it really like, it almost looks like they're completely sitting on top of these puffier stitches versus like the back where you can almost not see it at all. And I really like that. This sucker is going to block out to be ginormo. I had a swatch. I did block it. I don't know where it's at. But since it's brioche, you know, and it's so stretchy and it's so much brioche, it grows quite a bit. Because I was looking at it and I only have, let's see. So it breaks up into kind of sections. You reverse your colors, and that's what makes your section breaks. So I've got to finish this section, do one more break, and then another regular section, colored section, and that's it. So I was kind of like, oh, it's not very big. You know me, if I can't sleep in it like a blanket, it's not big enough. But it's gonna block out to be huge. I just love this. I love the way that this looks. It is so gorgeous. This double knit side, and granted, oops, I made an oops, and you can definitely tell where the oopsies are. But in general, gorgeous. It's such a good contrast between these really tight, teeny stitches and then this big squishy goodness. I've wanted to make this for a long time. So I'm really glad that I'm finally able to cast it on. I really like it. This, I was worried a little bit about how the chroma, focus, do it. Yeah. I was worried that this, because it's like it's a single ply, I was worried that they would not work out well together. I don't know how to really show you. I don't know. I was just worried that because the yarns are made so differently, like the construction of them is so different, that they would not look good together, but they look really excellent, honestly. And I'm really liking this color choice. This is Dragon Lily, this color is. And so far I haven't used all that much yarn. I've got that much of my first ball left of the chroma, that much of my second ball of the worsted. These are only 50 gram skeins, and I think this is 100, plus it's fingering weight, so it goes a little bit further. But yeah, it's not using up too much at all. And I think, so it's supposed to be made in spin cycle yarns, and if you know anything about spin cycle, you know it's very expensive. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I would love to have it, but it's like $30-some per 50 gram skein. I can't afford it. The kits for this shawl are like $200 to $220. I'm making this for 35 bucks. I'm cheap. And I do think it's beautiful. I don't see anything wrong with it. Color changes are nice. They're very gradual, which I appreciate. This will match pretty much everything I own. So yes, that is my progress on the Cinnabar. Yay. Oh, my yarn's all over the floor. It just rolled away. Goodbye. All right, my last work in progress. I just started this morning. Not much to say about it. It's actually quite sad. Woo! That's it. That's all I got. So this is the Lindy chain that I bought from We Crochet. Wanted to get that free shipping. It's very pretty. It is a linen. Colors honey. 70% linen, 30% Pima cotton. Very cute. I've never worked with this before. I've never worked with a chained yarn before. So far, I'm okay with it. It is a little splitty if you don't watch what you're doing. Oh, come on, focus. In any case, I've got a couple little split hairs on there that I'm not too pleased about, but it feels weird. It's the linen in it. I know it's the linen, but I'm like, oh. I like it. I like it so far. I love the color. It's a little, it's a little bright for me, but why not? Sure. You only live once, right? So this is going to eventually be a tank top. I'm just kind of drafting it off of the other tank tops I've made. I've made camisole number 4 and camisole number 6 for my favorite things knitwear. So I'm just kind of, it's going to be very basic. It's going to all be stockinette. It's got the wide enough strap cover, I didn't do a provisional cast on, and as I was knitting this, I was like, why did I not do that? But whatever. I'll just seam it together and, oh well. I mean, I'm gonna have 2 seams, 1, 2, that's it. Because the rest of it I'm planning to make the 4 triangles. It's gonna be a V shape, front, back, whatever. I think I'll have the whole thing match, because I really like the deep plunge in the back as long as it covers up my bra strap. I really like it to just be, there goes more knitting. I like the idea of just, the open back concept. So I think I'm gonna match it front and back. Knit it in the round and probably do just like a little bit of ribbing. I thought about, and we'll see how this goes, but I was thinking about picking up on the edges and doing an I-cord to keep it from rolling, but we'll see. I think I'll probably finish it, block it, see how it looks at that point, and also blocking it will make it easier to pick up my stitches. I am slipping the, you can't really tell, first and last stitch, just so that A, I have a clean edge, and B, it'll make my life easier if I do decide to pick up stitches later. It's very clear where they are, but yeah, so far I like this. It'll be a fun, it'd be really cute with like a black or a gray skirt, just kind of like do the French tuck in the front. And I'm planning to make it, I don't want it very fitted. I don't wear a lot of fitted stuff, which is why I did not like my camisole number 6, if you saw my last episode. It was because of the yarn, I think, but and it's ribbed, so it's very fitted. I don't like that at all. It does not make me very comfortable. So this is gonna be flowy and nice and cool because it's so hot. If you can hear my stomach rumbling, please excuse me. Tammy, my friend, and I are going to lunch at a Greek restaurant, so I haven't eaten breakfast because I really want that hero, and it's gonna be so good. I haven't had one in a really long time. Nobody likes Greek food. And then I texted her, she's like, of course I like Greek food. I was like, well dang, why didn't I know that ages ago? So that's what we're doing. Yeah, so that's my little, plain Jane vanilla tank top starter. I just started this is gonna be the left front. So I just started the, neckline shaping. Yeah, this should fly by, honestly. Like, this was like 5 minutes. So I was watching the Crayabea this morning. She just finished drafting her first pattern, which is gorgeous. I'm so proud of her. I don't even know her, and I'm like, you did a good job, girl. Good job. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys. The only other thing I wanted to share, mainly because I think I've shared this before, but I don't remember, so I'm going to share it again. I'm getting ready to cast on my Soldotna, so my next Caitlin Hunter top. It is a crop top. I'm making it out of wool from my stash. I think all of it came from Charlottesville, and I found that 50% off wall, and I just went nuts a couple of months ago at this point. But I went through, picked out some colors, and a lot of it too was like, do I have enough of this? And I think I do. It's very cropped. Like, Volenvine did one. She was showing hers. I think it's older. She did it a long time ago, but she was showing it. And she's tiny anyways, but it looks like it's like Barbie doll size. It's so little. Mine will not be that small. But these are the colors I'm thinking about doing. So this brown rust for the mane. This for it's got kind of like speckles in the body parts. I'm thinking this for the speckly bits. I actually wrote on here, color 1, color 4, color 2, which this one has like really nice heathered stuff. Come on, camera. I don't know if it's like focusing on the lamp. What are you doing? I don't know. But this one's really pretty. This is Rowan, which is funny because they put this all on clearance at my other yarn store. It's a little bit closer to me. But this was on clearance, unrelated, at a different store. Apparently nobody buys it around here. I find that strange. The rest of them are all weld, which I've never worked with before, but feels nice. I did swatch go me. I caked up this color because I have another thing of it, and it's gorgeous. I ripped it out already. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I'm kind of gonna definitely be playing yarn chicken with all this because I'd really like to be able to. It's super, super cropped, and it looks really cute over dresses and stuff, and I do have some dresses that I would like to wear with it, but with my body shape, I have a large bust and generous hips, and I do have like a smaller waist. So when I wear cropped things that sit at my waist instead of having like the nice curve shape, I just look like a large rectangle, and I don't love that. So you would think, I don't know. I mean, the fact that I wear loose stuff and it's just longer loose stuff doesn't necessarily compliment me either, but I just, yeah, something about it laying right at my waistline that I don't like. So I'm going to try to get as much length out of this as humanly possible, but this is my color number, what did I say? 3. So, you know, would I walk into a store and pick these up and say, ooh, Soldotna? No, not ever. But I actually think I really like it. I don't know. I might put it together. I might start knitting it and be like, these are horrific. I don't know. Because I think really these 3 are going to be the yoke colors. Get the light on there. I don't know. I never would have went for the pop of blue, but I am digging it. I'm really digging it. So we shall see. I think next time I talk to you guys, hopefully in 2 weeks, things have been a little... I'm back off of that schedule. Like, my whole point of waiting a week last time was that I could get back on a schedule so that, like, my husband's away while he's working. I don't know why I missed last weekend. I was away. I was at the lake with my family. Duh. So clearly wasn't going to record at the lake, mainly because they would be like, why are you talking to yourself out there? What are you doing? Psycho? You know, talking to the internet. They're just not here. It's just me by myself. It is a little weird, but you guys get it. You get it. But yeah, so now I'm back on the schedule I was originally, which I have to get back off of, blah, blah, blah. The only reason I'm doing this now is because he's not home. Like I said, he's at that drone thing. But yeah, I will stop rambling. I am super pleased that you guys have stopped by. We are almost at 600 subscribers as of this morning, which blows my mind. Somebody left me a very nice comment that I had a shout out on another podcast, and I just lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, people know I exist. It's just crazy to me. These people are so talented, and they're so, I don't know, so good at what they do, and they have such a community built up that the fact that they even know that, you know, I'm out here, the fact that any of you guys watch this blows my mind. So thank you 1,000 times over. That's amazing. I do think when we get to like 1,000, I would like to do a giveaway. I've been eyeballing this yarn brand at my Lexington store that I'm going to today. It's not from Lexington. The lady that dyes it is from Floyd, Virginia, which is about an hour away from here. Kind of in between me and where my parents stay at the lake all the time. So it's an area I'm familiar with, and they're really trying to like build it up. And oh yeah, the yarn that she dyes is gorgeous. And I've never worked with it. I've never owned it. It would be one of those precious ones that I would just look at and not use. But I like the idea of giving back to, you know, this community that we have and showing my appreciation for the support that you guys always give. And I would like for someone to have a piece of where I'm from and something that somebody here has made and put a lot of work into. So kind of tossing that idea around. So if you guys are interested in that, do let me know. But that would be like a 1,000 celebration, which freakishly is coming up sooner rather than later, in theory. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic weekend or day or whenever you're watching this. Go out and do something fun, knit yourself something beautiful, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye for now.